looking to see if there's a camera and Ashton Kutcher in the other room. Yeah, she's great, and she's funny. She's got a good sense of humor. One night we were on the road, we were touring, and the way I am in comedy, see, I really stopped writing material a long time ago. I just talk about my life. I mean, everything that happens, that comes out in my acting. I don't think about things, and sometimes that's a problem. Because one night we were on the road, she was bending over, and I was looking at her butt. And they said, "Hey, honey, you're smiling at me." And she went, I said, "What was that?" She said, "I threw you a kiss." I was glad it wasn't a French kiss. You know what I'm talking about? I love that groan sound. That's my favorite part, getting an audience to go, "Ooh." Yeah. But another thing about my wife, aside from Southern girl, she has very large breasts, and I'm not complaining. Not that anybody would complain about that. See, even women are whistling about breasts. Everybody looks at boobs, don't we, folks? We all do. Men, women, we all do. And you know, everybody wants big ones. You know why I want big ones? Because our first meal came from a titty 3 times the size of our head. So we grew up thinking that's the way it should be. Well, my first one was this big. And my wife's breasts are so big that she will bend over a table and dust without wanting to. They're so big she actually has smaller breasts orbiting around them. But another thing I got out of marriage is she had 3 wonderful children that we've raised together. They're now 25, 24, and one's going to be 20 on St. Patty's Day. And they're just a treat. We went on the road. They're all great kids. But then, a little while ago, we had a big shock. See, I just turned 59 on February 5th, and kind of weird to think that a 59-year-old guy would actually go. You know, and what happened is about 5 years ago, she takes me in the bedroom and says something to me which I didn't expect. Now, if you're in a relationship and your loved one takes you into the bedroom and they tell you to close the door, the first thing you think is, what did I do now? So I close the door and I lean back. She goes, well, I got some either good news or bad news. I said, what? She says, I'm pregnant. And I looked at it and I didn't even think. I said, any idea who the father is? Because she was on the pill. I didn't want to have children. I was not interested in children because there was a law in LA about trolls having kids. So I didn't want children. It was just a further thing from my mind. And she says, well, I'm 5 weeks late. And I said, well, can't you take like a 5-week after pill? She goes, that's 2, don't push your luck. So she got bigger and bigger, and of course her breast got bigger and bigger. And then about 6 weeks before the baby was born, she started having these horrible pains, and we took her to the hospital. And you know that vein in the front of your head? It was like popping out. It looked like it was going to be another finger. That thing was sticking out so far. We go to the hospital, the doctor says, well, we have 20 minutes to get the baby out of your wife, or she could die. Okay, well, if you got to do that, go ahead. And he says, so we're going to take her in there if you want to come into the room with us. I said, yeah, well, I'd like to see it. It's my first child. So I go, okay, and I go in and they got her on the table, and they got her legs up in there, and they got this blue curtain, like, from here up, that you can't see her face, but I think it's also there to protect them in case they screw up. She can't blame anybody and identify them afterwards. And I go in, and he's got her cut open, and he's got his arms up to his elbows. And I guess when you do this every day, it's just a normal thing. It's no big deal. You know, it's not the work of life or anything like that. And he's in there, and he's talking to the nurses like nothing is going on. He's talking about one of them that went to Vegas last weekend. So you drove to Vegas? Really? What'd you do? Who'd you rent with? National? No. What's a kidney? No, you don't want to know. No, go with Enterprise. Okay, wait. Here's my card. Here, you know. And he's fishing around in there like he lost a watch in a dumpster. You know, just no interest whatsoever. And he pulls her in and he goes, "Oh, it's a girl. She's very beautiful. She's your daughter." And they take her over and they put her on a little platform. They said, "Would you like to cut the tape on it?" The cable. I said, "Sure." And I said, it's been years since anybody gave me a scissors. He said, well, we have a special one. So they give me the scissors and they lay her down. And I thought it was going to be really soft and it was just going to cut easy. But I go to cut the cord and it goes like this. I'm chasing it around her stomach. I turn around, they're laughing hysterically. They're high-fiving, they're going, the doctor's going, come on, you got to see this. Look at his face. So we took her home, and she was all right. She was in there for a little while, and we took her home, and I remember like the first night she was in the house, and she was in the bassinet at night, and I go get up to go to the bathroom, and Now, I've got a little baby who's like 6 weeks old, and I'm thinking, I guess the devil is visiting us tonight. Because a baby can't make that, right? You ever think of the devil? I am Lucifer. I'm the devil. Wouldn't it be great if just once the devil came out, I'm the devil, hello! Look at my tail, it's a big one. So I turn around, I walk over, she's laying there going, oh my God, how did that come out of you? That's horrible. So now she's big, now she's 5 years old, her name is Bella, and she's absolutely beautiful. She is so pretty that when I take her out, everybody comes up, especially when they come up and go, your daughter is so pretty. Your wife must be stunning. Hey, I was there. Maybe for 10 seconds, but I was there. And now she's just the best thing in my life. She's so funny. And because she grew up around adults, she never played with kids, she always says things that adults say you never expect her to say. Like one time I walked out of the bathroom, almost knocked her over, and she goes, Dad, you scared the crap out of me. You shouldn't say that. Why is crap bad? Yeah, crap's a bad word. I shouldn't say crap. No, it's a dirty word. No more crap. Stop saying it. I won't say crap. Please don't say it anymore. Crap's really bad. Don't say it anymore. Crap. Don't. Besides, where did you learn a word like that? She points to her sister. From the bitch in the corner. The other night I caught her on the computer downloading and installing a program. Actually, and so I'm watching the blue line go boo. And I said, Bella, I told you not to download anything. She goes, Dad, it's a PC program. It's not Macintosh. It's not going to break this computer. Thank you, honey, because she burned the last one out. And I said, well, I really appreciate it if you wouldn't install things without letting me look first. And she goes, Dad, it's Nick Jr. How bad could it be? And I thought for a second. I said, yeah, what? And she goes, and she says the F word. Yeah. I go, oh my God, don't say it. She goes, why? I go, because it's a dirty word. You shouldn't say it. She goes, I forgot. You're a comedian. You can say whatever you want. Can't. And I walked out of the room. Don't argue with that. Oh, man. But I can't wait till the weather's nice. I can bring her up here and go swimming up in the lake. How far are you guys from the lake, actually? Am I keeping you up? Is that what's going on? He's going, they're going, you know what, I'm watching you guys, and I don't know if you're really aware of this. This is a live show. And the reason I'm saying it is because a lot of you are looking up here like you're watching TV. You're not really laughing at some of the stuff. When it's funny, a lot of you are sitting there like this going, so it's really important you laugh. So what I want to do is I want to ask you some questions. And if your answer is yes, I want you to make it sound very popular in the Deep South. If your answer is yes, I want you to go, ee-haw! All right, so see, women like it because women just like to make noise. So on the count of 3, everybody go ee-haw as hard and as long as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ee-haw! That was very good, thank you. All right, remember, if your answer is yes, ee-haw. Okay, how many people are seeing me tonight for the first time? Ee-haw! Okay, and how many have never seen me before? Ee-haw! I confused a couple people. We'll try and simplify it for you. How many people are here tonight? Ee-haw! Yeah. How many don't know where you are? Ee-haw! And how many really don't give a damn at this point? Now we know what I'm working with. Good, okay. Let's get a little more personal. How many people in the past week have had sex? There's a little bit of a delay.